Part 2 of the number transformation tutorial. In this video, I'm going to code the solution that I described in the first video. So first, we will have to make variables to contain the input that the question gives us. So string and int position. So like I said in the last video, the first thing we want to do is change this string into an integer array. You'll notice that I use 20 as the array length instead of a variable because in C++ it is actually impossible to use a variable as the array length. The compiler just won't let you. Like if I try to do this, then yeah, the compiler will start complaining. So that doesn't work. So here you just input the stuff. And here I am going to iterate through the string. Before that, just to make things a little easier, I'm going to declare a length integer and just set that to this because I am too lazy to keep typing string.size every time I want to use the length. So for each element, we will. So you may be wondering why I subtracted the character by the character 0. So it's actually because in programming, or at least most programming languages, characters are secretly integers. Each integer corresponds to a character, which you can see, which is switched through this chart called the ASCII chart, ASCII. And for example, the number 3 corresponds. The character 3 corresponds to the number 51. So here, if we want to transform this character into the character of an integer into the actual integer, we want to subtract it by the character 0. So for example, if we have the character 3, its actual form is the number 51. So if we want to make it into the actual integer 3, we will want to subtract it by 0, which is 48. 51 subtracted by 48 is 3. Yay! Yeah, that's how it works. So the next thing we will want to do is realize that in this question, they tell us to count the digits starting from the right. However, when you're dealing with arrays, it always starts counting from the left. Therefore, we will have to kind of reflect p, or reflect position over kind of like over the x-axis so that it will reflect the actual position we will have to find. So all we have to do is this. Very simple. This is because, for example, if p equals 1, if you just put array 1, then it will actually give you the second element because it's like 0 and then 1. But what you actually want is the last element. So the length minus 1 will give you the index of the last element, which is why this kind of thing works. So now that you've transformed what the question gives you into what you need, all you need to do is follow the instructions. Here we are iterating from the left, like the first element, to the one right before the one at position. So all you need to do is add the one at position, and then if the array I is greater than or equal to 10, then you yeah, so because each number will only be the sum of two single digits, the sum that you get from that will not be over 19, so you can just minus 10. And here we are doing the right and starting from the position after the axis position. So here we just have to find the absolute value of the difference between the original one and the axis number. Okay, that is basically it. So now you just need to output it like that. Very simple. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot. It will give you 5 sets of data at a time. So this just does this entire thing for 5 times. Let's see if you need to reset anything. Nope. So sometimes when the question gives you many sets of data at once, you will have to clear some variables, but in this specific situation you will not have to, because you just the program itself restarts resets the variables itself during this and the input and stuff. So this is fine. Okay, yeah, that is how you do this number transformation problem. Thanks for listening.